It is I. It is I, Wild Willie Productions. It's been a long time. Today I'm here to show you the third looting of Columbus. That didn't make any sense. Point is, we're here to look at some cool stuff I found at Columbus Flea Market. And I will have another video coming out shortly after this one, hopefully, in a day or two, about some updates on our series as a whole. But first, it is time for the loot. Now first, I have an assortment of cars that I found in various little old bins. So a lot of them are scratched up and not in the best of shape. So I will start from the top to the bottom of the cars that I found. First, it is Jeff Burton's Exide 99 from, if I was hazarded to guess, 2000. Next, we have Rusty Wallace's number 2 Pontiac. The year I'm not sure about, but that is one of a couple different ones that I found of this base. Next, we have a Richard Petty Hot Wheels. I believe this is some kind of Barracuda. Maybe a custom Barracuda. Custom Dodge Charger. Number 43 Cheerios. You could look at that. Next, we have the number 92 Extra Gene of, I believe, Jimmy Johnson from his Xfinity, Busch Series days, early in his career. You could go look at that. Next up, we have a Valvoline number 10 Scout Riggs design on a regular Firebird road car from probably 1970, give or take. Next up, we have Michael Waltrip's number 21 Citgo from the same company as that number 99 Exide base. But I believe this is from the 90s, I would assume. Next up, I believe that this is a fantasy car, probably from a lesser known company. Yeah, made in China. But it's number 12, kind of golf. It says golf. So yeah, that's an interesting piece. And it says Darlington on the side, so. Next up, we have the weirdest one, which is a Richard Petty Hot Wheel, kind of Tiger, kind of Dodge thing. Next, we have Bill Elliott's number 11, with just 11. This is from 1991. Not as cool, but still interesting that there's no sponsor on it, other than Amoco right there. And yeah, it's a Ford. Our next piece is an AJ Foyt number 14 of some kind. Again, a lot of these are a little bit cheaper. Also made in 1991. Also China. Probably the same company as most of these. But yeah, very, very interesting piece. Next, we have the number 19 Ford Taurus of, I believe, Tony Raines. Very nice piece. It's it's an exact design of Ricky Rudd's number 10 Tide. Speaking of Tide, I finally tracked down a Ricky Craven Pontiac. I do not believe that this is from. It is a Pontiac. This could be from 2003, but it's highly unlikely. So, but it's definitely around the time he drove, for sure. However, the name is not visible on the side. Next up, we have an actual Richard Petty car. This Grand Prix, very similar to what Casey Atwood's driving in that 35. So that's a nice piece. Oh, one of my more interestingly favorite ones is a number 19 Dodge of, if I have hazardous to guess, this is Jeremy Mayfield's number 19 from when he drove for them. Next up, we have, I believe, Racing Champion, probably 1991 series promo car of some kind. As it doesn't appear to be a name. Just says Racing Champions on the hood, 91. So most likely that's what that is, although I'm not sure. I also don't know who this is. Number 10, Pro Auto. It's a Pontiac Grand Prix from 1992. And it looks like it was made by Matchbox. Now, the biggest disappointment from the day was this. It's number 94. It looks like the Mac Tonight car, but there's no number on the side, so that was a big disappointment. End of that statement. And then from the same company that made that number 2, we have Richard Petty's 43 car. So it's a little bit different shape, but it does match. So that's cool. And next, I found a Jeff Gordon number 24 Rainbow Warrior. And since it's not a race win, it's a little more denty, but it's a little bit more clean, a little better. And I'm not sure where this came from, but that's a cool piece. And my final piece of 164 from the looting is the number 68 Country Time Lemonade of Bobby Hamilton. Now it's time for the bigger loots. To start off, we will start with the 2 that I found in box. Each of these were $10. If you ever go to Columbus, there was a guy who sold tons of this stuff. But the ones I picked up was Bobby Labonte's number 18 Interstate Batteries from 1995. And the other one is 1996, and it's Sterling Marlin's number 40, I believe. Now, yes, I know it's the 50th anniversary, but if anyone can confirm, did Sterling Marlin drive the 40 for Chip Ganassi in the 90s, or was that only in the 2000s? And if so, was the 40 car, did he drive it? You get the point. So I don't believe that this is, I guess it says it's from Sterling Marlin, but I don't believe he actually drove this car. But if anyone can confirm that, let me know in the comments. And now it's time for the favorite of the looting. Now, all of these were a various range of prices. I don't remember, but I thought they were cool. And they were out of the box. So I didn't feel too bad about getting anything messed up or nothing. So what we will first start off with is probably the big banger is Jeff Gordon's number 24 DuPont. I'm not sure what year this is, but it is, to say the least, it is shocking. It was shockingly clean. So I figured I'd get it because I don't have a lot of 124s. Most of them are of, Chase Elliott. And if you remember Scott Riggs and Carl Edwards cars, those ones I got. I don't remember where. I'll have to look up that video later. So that was cool. And now if anyone can confirm who this is a number 97 Sterling Cowboy car. It's a Pontiac Grand Prix, probably a lot older than this, but if anyone can tell me who drove this, I would love to know as well. And this one I do know, and now we're getting to a little more high-end looking stuff. This one has a pop-up hood, and this is Kenny Irwin, rest in peace. Kenny Irwin's number 28 Havoline when he drove Ford for Robert Yates, I believe. Now, this one, it was cool, but when I got it back, something was wrong. So, not damage or nothing. So, it's a number 45 of, I believe, it was supposed to be driven by Adam Petty, but I believe Kyle Petty actually is the one who drove the car. Anyways, yeah, that's the problem. It looks like it was unscrewed and the body came off. Fortunately, the inside is not damaged, but if you've never seen the inside of one of these die casts, they are very realistic. But it does stay on there very well. I think I may just be able to glue it back on. But that was still a cool piece. I just wish I knew. If I knew it was broken, I probably wouldn't have gotten it. But yeah, there's that. And before we get into the best part of the day, we have this. This is a 50th anniversary promo car, I believe. As there is no specific driver, it is gold. There's a 50 on it, and it's not the 50 that Rick Hendrick had with Ricky Craven and Pontiac knows. There's that, and it only says Racing Champions. And none of these sponsors I'm aware of are actual sponsors of teams, you can see there. And it's gold, again, which signifies 50th anniversary of various stuff. But now it is time to see the biggest looting of looting. It is the number 44 from Buckshot. I don't know who that is. Now I might be asking, but Will, what's so interesting about his... That. Now, sadly, this is not Buckshot. I think Buckshot Jones was the guy who drove it. It's not Buckshot Jones. I don't know if it's a real signature, but get a load of that. It is signed by someone with the 44. Now, if anyone can confirm that signature as Buckshot Jones, Kyle Petty, Richard, I don't know. But I still thought it was a badass paint scheme, and with the fact that I saw it was signed, I figured I had to get it, and it was out of the box, so it wasn't as expensive as I would have thought. So I thought that was so cool. Anyways, that was the looting of Columbus Flea Market in New Jersey, Burlington County. And anyway, so this is Wild Willie Productions. There will be a video a couple days later on the information on the series. Until then, signing off.